What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Nate. Appreciate you tuning in to today's video. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you are returning, I want to say thank you. Really appreciate all the likes and the comments and the views. Guys, it's been great. I'm here for you guys. I'm glad you're finding something useful. If you guys have any video ideas, you can always let me know in the comments. If you ever want me to just answer a question, it's there for you as well. So do not want this to be a closed off channel. I want this to be a community for you guys. You can always email me directly. It's also in my channel description. Now, today's video is going to be on how good women will seek to attract you. Okay? How good women put themselves out there in the dating market, how they seek to attract good men, and how this whole dynamic looks. All right. I've made a lot of videos on how to avoid the wrong type of women, and you can watch a plethora of other videos out there that a lot of guys have made. I'll continue to make those videos, but I wanted to focus on the good women today. All right. It's easy to get lost in all the crap out there. But guys, how do you find a good woman? How do you really define what that looks like? And how is she going to attract you, right? How is she going to be putting herself out there? Before we jump into that, guys, really briefly, I want to get out of the way how bad women or women with bad intentions are going to try to attract men, how they're going to try to attract you, right? Now, most women, we live in a day and age, everything is visual now. Everything is through the senses, what we can hear, what we can see, right? A lot of women are going to put themselves out there in a way that's going to pull you in the quickest and most efficient way. And guys, best way to do that is, of course, through the eyes, right? So if a woman is going to be dressing very provocatively, she's going to be marketing herself online on her Instagram with a lot of pictures, very seductive, provocative pictures, right? Now you have OnlyFans, right? Girls are making OnlyFans for themselves, for their viewers, for all this, right? Guys, if you are in that, I highly recommend you get out of it, right? Stop subscribing to these women. Stop thinking that they care about you. Stop thinking that you're going to gain anything from them. You are just a man who is paying a woman for something that, guys, is pointless, okay? At the end of the day, it is completely pointless. You're not going to gain anything true from that. It's going to be a fleeting desire that is going to come right back, okay? You guys are better than that. And I know you're not doing that, but if you are, get out of it, okay? It's a waste of time and money. Guys, bad women will also seek to attract you through their charm, all right? Looks is pretty basic. I've made a lot of videos on that. It's kind of obvious, right? A lot of guys need to hear it though, because a lot of us take things as normal these days. Like, oh, it's okay for, it's okay to go after a woman that just constantly markets her body, right? Markets her female assets, so to speak, online for the world to see and has really no shame in it, right? I'm not saying a woman can't be attractive and she can't post attractive photos, right? Some women are just attractive no matter what they wear, but it's very obvious if they are putting things up, it's for a reason. Women look over pictures, they edit pictures, they will painstakingly go through pictures and make sure that they're perfect before they put them online, all right? They want the world to see them, and they're going to want the world to see them a certain way. So if she's putting herself out there like that, guys, it's really going to be a no-go. That's the easiest, quickest, most efficient way to go ahead and just toss them off the list, right? Also, charm, guys. A lot of times women will be sweet to you, right? They will tell you everything you want to hear. They will tell you that you are strong, handsome, successful, rich. They see potential in you, that you're a leader. Guys, they'll tell you everything in the book that you want to hear as a man, all right? Now, that's a pretty cut and dry version, right? This video is mainly on how good women are going to attract you. So let's flip the script for a second here, okay? Good women are going to attract you in almost a completely different way. Now, before we jump into that, I also want to say this. Good women are also going to take care of themselves, guys. Don't fall for the black and white thinking that if a woman never puts on makeup, if a woman, dresses like a boy or a guy most of the time, right, that that's a good thing, right? Women are feminine. Women want to look good. If a woman is going out of her way to make sure that she doesn't look feminine or that she's not really putting any effort in, right? This could be things like weight. If she's like extremely overweight, she's not living a healthy lifestyle. If she is, her hair is always just messed up and like greasy and stuff, right? Don't think that if you go for a woman who doesn't take care of herself physically, that she's going to have better qualities, right? Or if you go for less attractive women, that those are necessarily going to be better, right? I like to call this sort of the bare minimum, right? Just like a man, if a woman gets with a man or seeks to be with a man, I truly believe that at a bare minimum, a man needs to be financially responsible, right? Because here's what happens down the road. If you get married or you have a kid, hopefully you get married and then have a kid, you're going to need to be able to provide for her and someone else, right? So you're going to need to be financially stable, okay? A woman, if she's going to attract a man, the bare minimum, right? No matter how you look at it, unless you're blind, you're going to be attracted to her for how she looks, right? Love at first sight, right? Don't get too caught up in that, but you need to find her attractive. She needs to be taking care of herself. It's a bare minimum, right? If a woman takes care of herself, she's honoring her body, she's making sure that she's feminine. That's a good thing. Now that we got that out of the way, good women will seek to attract you by their character, guys. Now, what does this look like? We're going to play a little compare and contrast here throughout this video. Basically, guys, like I've already stated, bad women are going to want you to look at them for their body. They're going to want to seduce you with their charm, with their sweet talk, with, whatever they got to do to basically lock you down and make you committed and want to settle down with them, right? Good women are going to play the game a little bit differently. Good women, again, should still be beautiful. They should still be taking care of themselves, right? They should be nice people to be around. They should be kind, right? They should be sweet. They should be feminine. That's a good thing. But they're going to seek to attract you through their character, right? And this is why I've said in other videos that if you want to find a good woman, you need to go to church. You need to get involved in your local community where they're helping people who are in need, who are maybe have less privilege, who are maybe struggling, right? This could be children's hospitals. This could be volunteer organizations to feed the hungry, the homeless, things like that. You're going to find women who are going to have a good heart there. Now be careful, these days especially, a lot of women with bad intentions are starting to pick up on that and realize that good guys aren't necessarily going to be at clubs and bars anymore, right? They're going to be seeking these women out in these places. And I'm not saying you're just an everyday guy with no sort of spiritual background or no sort of, goodness in your heart that you need to be going to these places to find these women, right? But I'm saying if you want to find a good woman, these are some great places to go. So if you start going to these places, here are some things you want to look out for, okay? Obviously, the way that she interacts with people, right? Is she doing it from the goodness of her heart, right? Is she a genuinely kind person? Does she kind of go out of her way to help people? Or is she doing it all for show? Is she doing it so she can get into a leadership position? Is she doing it because she wants to boss people around? Guys, these are some pretty common traits that a lot of guys look over. Nothing wrong with being a leader. Nothing wrong with trying to, make sure people are where they need to be and all that kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with being a little loud if you need to be, but I'm saying overall, watch out because you can quickly tell where a person's heart is, all right? Now, assuming that you're seeing all these green flags, what are some other things you can look for, all right? Again, guys, the biggest thing that I would look for is her spirituality, right? Is she doing it? Because ultimately it really comes down to, is she doing it from a place of true love and sincerity in her heart for something greater than herself? Or is it so that she can be seen, so that she feels like she's doing the right thing, so that she gets that ego boost, that sort of, this makes me feel good and that's why I'm here. It's the right thing to do kind of way that we can be as people, right? How does she interact with people in general, right? Women, other guys, children, older people, right? This is all pretty obvious stuff, but again, it's something as guys we overlook because we get so caught on the visual, we get so caught on the sensory stuff, right? But good women are going to be putting themselves in those positions so that they can be found by men who are also going to be seeking similar things, right? So if you, for instance, go to a church, right? Let's say you start running into some women that you think are maybe some pretty good women, right? You're also going to want to get to know them on an individual level. If she's on the surface, she's this good girl, but then you start talking to her and then all of a sudden she's talking about partying and she's talking about going to this club Saturday night and, you know, she's talking about going out drinking with her friends. Guys, again, these are pretty obvious red flags. These are something you should probably steer clear of, right? I know, again, as guys, we can become so like, but she's this on the surface, she's this, but when I talk to her, she's this. Guys, people's true colors are going to show through. People's true color, they're going to say what they like to do. They're going to say what they want to do. Good women, guys, are going to be good women. They're going to stick to who they are as a good person. All right. Even women with bad intentions, they're going to slip up. You're going to be able to tell through their character. It's going to show. If someone has a selfish heart, eventually, usually very quickly, these things are going to show. If someone has a contentious spirit, usually this is going to show. Is she seeking, again, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of playful banter and kind of picking at each other, right? That's okay. I call that healthy, right? But is she seeking to smooth things out? Is she seeking to make things better, or is she just trying to be a nuisance? Is she just so stubborn in her way? No one's going to change her mind. No one's going to tell her what to do. No one's going to, right? Good women aren't going to be doing that, right? They might be independent, right? They might be able to take care of themselves, don't get me wrong, but they're not going to act like I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. They're not going to put up that front. A lot of guys, a lot of good guys out there, I get it. A lot of guys think that, oh, I can change her. Oh, I can be the nice guy who breaks through her shell, right? We see it in movies, in media. It's ridiculous. I can just soften her up. She's just looking for a good guy who understands her, who's different from all the rest. Guys, look, if someone's putting up that front, they probably got a lot of stuff that they're still dealing with, that they're still not over, right? That they're still working through, okay? It's better that a therapist or counselor or somebody works with it, works through that with them than you, right? You don't want to be that guy. Guys, good women also, they're going to want to be close to their family. So I truly believe that good women are going to be wired this way. I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that every woman is wired to want a family, right? Even if she can't have kids, she's going to want to adopt a kid. I think it's wired into every woman. I think that the world is trying to tell people that, oh, you can just do what you want, right? You don't need kids. You don't need to do this. That's going to make it harder. That's going to be, there's no point to that. It's all about you. But guys, a woman is really going to have a good woman's going to have a nurturing spirit. She's going to want to lift other people up, care for other people, right? She's going to want to have a family. She's going to want to raise kids, right? She's going to want to be a mother. That's a huge thing. This is not the only thing, because women with bad intentions want to have kids too, but she's going to want to have a family. She's going to want family to be close. I understand that family, for whatever reason, maybe things happen and she's not close to her family, but she'll probably, I would hope that there's some family in her life that she wants to be close to, maybe a sister, a brother, a cousin, a nephew, somebody, right? She's going to want to have some familial values, right? And if it's worst case scenario, guys, she's going to want, if she's in a church, if she's, around a good community of people, she's going to treat them like family. even if she has a family, she's going to want to treat people like family. She's going to have that nature about her, right? I'm not saying look for a girl who's perfect. I'm not saying you're going to find that. I'm saying that these are just some qualities that you can look for that will show you this is a good woman who wants to attract a good man. And believe it or not, guys, you don't have to be this mega millionaire, have it all together, 6'3", jacked, Ferrari. You don't have to be that kind of guy. These women aren't going to be looking for that type of man. They might have had men who've tried to approach them, date them like that. But guys, if these women are truly good in their heart, they're going to be looking for a man, again, that shares these similar values. Will he make a good father? Is he kind? Is he also masculine? Is he also going to put his foot down? Can he protect me? Is he respectful of others? Is he seeking to be a leader in some capacity? Is he seeking to take care of other people, right? She's going to look for those values, right? These values, if you seek to be this type of person, that's the person that you're likely going to attract. Yes, you'll attract some bad ones too. But these women who want good guys, that's why you see a lot of guys. I know this is said, guys. I know that people see this. I've seen it before, and I've kind of gone like, what? But guys, this is why you see good women who sometimes settle with the less than ideal or what you think ideal guy is, right? You're like, man, this guy doesn't, he doesn't have muscle, he doesn't have this or that, but he's a genuinely good dude, right? And these genuinely good women who haven't had these crazy party lives and these party phases, these hoe phases, these I'm gonna be an independent and just do what I want type of woman, they're saving themselves for a good man, all right? I know that's not gonna be a 100% guarantee that she would never step out, but guys, I get it. But ultimately, your chances of success with that actually lasting go up much, much more. It's possible at any time she could switch and go, man, I don't like this guy anymore. Maybe he's too nice, he's too boring. That guy who has everything, you know, he's jacked and he's got a nice car, I just want to go for him. That can happen too. But your chances of that happening is extremely, much, much lower, all right? Again, people whose hearts are in the right place are going to attract those good people. Now, I know that there's going to be someone thinking, okay, well, what about the women, the good women who attract the complete douchebags, right? Guys, I'm going to be real with you. There's probably something wrong there with her, okay? I've touched on this in one of my other videos, but there's probably something that maybe she had a father who didn't treat her the best. Maybe she doesn't have high self-esteem. Maybe she doesn't think of herself as, you know, maybe she's actually deep down, she's looking for these external things more than you realize, right? She made a choice, right, to get married to him. She made a choice to settle down with him. It is what it is, all right? Her true character showed. There's never going to be 100%, you know, concrete, this is going to last because she's a good person. People can change their minds at any time. People can fall to temptation. It happens. But if you find a woman with these qualities, well, if you've made it this far, it's very, very likely that you've probably been that type of guy, right? In many ways, maybe not in every way, but you've probably been that type of guy. And I want to close the video with this. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of videos. I used to watch so many guys talk about how, you know, this is how you find this woman and this is how you stay away from the bad women. But what I found out was at the end of the day, they were going after the wrong women, trying to turn them into something good or expecting that they were gonna maybe not be as bad as they thought, or it was more of a race to the bottom, right? It was more of a, it's only a matter of time before it fails. And there's these guys who have everything in life, right? Externally, everything you could think of, but they've somehow in 10, 20 years have never found a good woman. But it's funny how these guys have never been to church, right? And I get not every girl in church is going to be, you know, a good woman, but like I said, you look for these qualities. They've never been really involved in these like volunteering events, these, you know, community, you know, events to help people. They've never really done these things, and yet they're complaining they can't find good women because They're going to attract the women who want the external things because that's all that they're going for. You're not going to attract a unicorn by getting a Lamborghini and having $10 million in the bank, right? Ultimately, you're going to attract women who are seeking the wrong thing. Now, if you are a man, right? If you are a man who has these things, great. It's kind of like a bonus, right? But the right type of woman's really not going to care. That's why you see a lot of these good women, right? They settle for the guys. I say settle, but they settle for the guys who maybe don't have a Lambo. They don't have a big, crazy, nice house. On paper, maybe they don't have everything, but they are confident men. They take care of themselves. They stand up for themselves and their family. They provide, they protect. They, obviously there's mutual physical attraction there, right? And a lot of these women, they just want to have a family lifestyle. They just want to have a comfortable life with a guy who just gets it, right? You can be a normal everyday guy who makes not that much money, but if you know how to treat a woman, if you know how to go out of your way to be exciting, you know how to, keep dating her, you know how to be masculine, you know how to be a well-balanced man, guys, that's really all it takes. So that's how a good woman's going to attract you. She's going to put herself in positions where her good character traits show. As a man, you got to put yourself in those situations, and you have to have those good character traits yourself, all right? And you have to be masculine, all right? Don't fall for the femboy lifestyle. Don't fall for the super nice, the ultra nice, right? If you can combine being a kind, good person with being a masculine man, guys, it's over, all right? It's only a matter of time before you're going to be married, right? So guys, that's what I have for you today. If you need anything, if you have any comments, experiences, disagreements, let me know below, but I'll see y'all at the next one.